Yes, people. Hope everyone is good. Oh dear. Um, let's get straight into this. I'm gonna do this before every game now. I think just a little. Just have a look at the squad, see what we're looking like, see what changes we can potentially make. Yeah, just listen to the presser. And Purdue now on that bad-looking injury list of Solomon, James, Voba, and Purdue. Add Schmidt to that now as well. Like that's 5 injuries ain't the end of the world, I guess, but they're big players, aren't they? You got Solomon and James who are huge in this team. Voba who would be an excellent backup. And Purdue, the club captain, and Schmidt, the new signing, who I rate very highly. And our fullback depth. You look at the bench now. Yeah. The bench up there, you've got DeBeo, a young player. Rothwell on loan. Not bad depth. Hero's still good, which is good. Byram, our only real fullback depth. Sam Byram again, like we had last year. Bamford, Crew. Not ideal, is it? It's not ideal. Big problems for me personally. Regardless of the cover we've got, and we'll get into that. Losing Ethan Ampadu, the club captain, is probably the most important player in that sense. He'll still be there. He'll still be about the club, which is fine, I guess. But yeah, that's not good, people. Losing a captain isn't good, especially one that is so influential. I'm still seeing people say he's not been great. It's fine. If you'd have told me 4 weeks ago, I'd agreed. But I think it's been excellent the last 2 or 3 games. I do. I think he's been brilliant. Last game, I thought he was unbelievable before he came off. So, big miss. And he's your captain, as the captain of your club, the chosen captain of your club, and you've not got your captain on the pitch until January. Problem. Issue. Big issue for me. I can't lie. But hey, what does this mean? Looking at the squad now, look, in terms of starting lineup, I'm assuming it's just going to be exactly the same. Just for continuity, we'll put them that side. I'm assuming it's going to be exactly the same. We don't have much option for rotation, to be honest with you. But it's clear to me now, unclear to me now. Some of us said we wanted a backup centre back. Talking about McNulty. I watched him this season as well in the Eredivisie, and he started really well. A guy who can play left centre back, or centre back and left back. Perfect depth for this situation. You don't have to rely then on a young player who has no experience. Good player, but no experience. That kind of intermediate. And we don't have that. So now at centre back, you're looking at, it's literally DeBeo. That's literally it. Zampadu's out, Voba's out. We're short there. I wanted a hybrid player who can play there, a young player who could play there and develop this season. And we didn't get one. And now it's looking like a worry. We're unlucky with the injuries, of course we are, but this is the important side of it that you have to consider. And we didn't. And now it's not looking great. And you've got to remember as well, people, Strouk's injury record is not great. And this is till January, by the way. Or 6 weeks when Voba's back. We've got at least 6 weeks expecting Strouk to not pick up a knock until we're relying on the youth players. And let's just clarify this as well. DeBeo, predominantly right-sided centre-back, not a left-sided centre-back. Yeah, hopefully, touch wood, Strouk stays fit, Vodron stays fit, or we're in big trouble. But although I do like DeBeo, let me clarify, he's a really good player. He's just very young and he's got no experience. A lot of pressure. So hopefully they stay fit. That's a worry. With Schmidt out now, you still got Byram in there. Excuse me. Oh my throat is so... Ugh. You still got Byram in there, which is a good backup at this level. I'm absolutely fine with that, but it is just one now. The options off the bench are very thin. The game changes, the kind of people to bring on to change a game are not there. You want to change it in midfield. You still got Rothwell, which is fine. You still got Pirro, which is good. Patrick Bamford's fit, I believe, so he can be an option now. And then you've got 2 youth players in DeBeo and in Crew. Yeah, this is bad. This is the squad, though. I gave it a 6 out of 10 in the window for a reason, because I still think there's holes and profiles we didn't get. prepare for me, and we still have a small squad. It's still very small. Move Joffrey there now, an option, but that's the situation we're in. There's not really any cover apart from maybe in the attack. That's it. You've got 2 strikers on the bench in Pirro and Bamford. Got 1 midfield cover, 1 fullback cover, and then Gelhardt if he is selected at all, which I think he should be, but he will be now. He might get a chance. Look, maybe it's a good thing. And this is it, people. Like, as bad as this is, I still trust that 11. That's still an excellent 11. Let's be real. Like, you still got one of the strongest 11s in the league. And hopefully Solomon and James come back in the next few weeks. Obviously, we've got an international break, which is in a weird way good for us now, I think, because obviously Solomon won't leave, James won't leave, Schmidt won't leave, he won't leave anyway. But yeah, hopefully we get no injuries on that, because we usually get 1 or 2. The 11's good. The 11's very good. Joseph was excellent midweek. On the weekend, Ramazani was really good. Nonto was at his best. Harrison playing really well. The front 4 still dangerous. The midfield 2 of Tanaka and Gruev. Now, this is something I am interested to see. Again, not happy with the situation and the way that came about, obviously. But a midfield of Gruev and Tanaka sounds tasty to me. Now it's now Tanaka's chance. People will say Rothwell will start with Tanaka. I disagree. I could be wrong. Could be very wrong. But I don't think he will. He's Farke's man. Farke's liked him for a while. He started him when Ampadu went off in the deep role. I think that is what he will stay by. I just don't think Farke likes making too many changes. If he's played Tanaka first over Rothwell in that position in the game in the game on the weekend, God, we are midweek now, he'll do the same. It's continuity, and now it's time for players to prove himself. Tanaka to come in now and stake that claim and be undroppable. This is the point. This is what it's for. This is where a chance comes from. Sometimes it's not fair where chances come from. But sometimes you've got to take it. It doesn't matter. You don't care. As a footballer, you've got an opportunity now to prove yourself, and this is it now. Time to put the gauntlet down and tell them, look, I'm the starting midfielder in this role, and I will not be moved. Look, Tanaka's a very good player. So I'm very happy with the 2. Don't get me wrong. Gruev and Tanaka I'm very happy with. But the fact of the matter is, just look at that red. That red should be our bench, realistically. Obviously, I don't mean with the quality of it is what I'm saying. Right? All 5 of them arguably come in. Ampadu starts, obviously. Solomon arguably starts. James arguably starts. Vobra is an excellent backup, and Schmidt is an excellent backup. They're all gone. Got this bench here now. That's the way it is. That's football. But going into Norwich, good team, good manager, and what you often get is with 3 days between the last game and this one, you've not got a lot of time at all to work on things. At all, believe me. It's not a long time. It's likely that the way teams play, the formations you come up against, the players they play will be very similar to the previous game. Unless it's one change maybe that they've worked on at training and that's their sole focus. Because it's just too much time to change things around and learn new things. So the way teams play will be very, very in line with their actual philosophy, their playing style generally, which is why I don't think Norwich will come and play a really deep formation all the time. I think they'll go for it. I think they'll play the way they play. They play with really good forward runners. Really good forward runners. They'll find spaces high up. They'll take the risky passes a lot. And they'll move a lot. I keep saying it, but they'll move a lot. This is going to be a big game for these guys. Because Norwich will find players in these spaces. Trust me, they'll do it all day. They'll find players in these areas. They'll try and stretch you, make you move to find spaces, wherever that is. They'll move you around and try and find spaces. That's what they will do. It's not like the David Wagner team. It's very different. They like to attack. They like to play forward. They like to find spaces and drag you out of position and play quick one-touch football if they need to. But what I will say is they will also leave gaps at the back and they can be exploited. They will concede goals. That's a structural thing and that's a personnel thing. And this is where now the next 2 games are huge for us because not only are you short on the squad, but it's a big test. They're good teams that will play their way and not change. So we have to go. And I know people say it plays into our hands, potentially, but it also leaves more risk at the other side. I think the way we've been playing and the teams against us, there's not been a much attacking risk from them. Whereas the chance creation has been less because they've been sitting deeper. But now the situation is this. There will be more attacking risk from Norwich. There will be more defensive exposure, but more attacking risk. So this is where it's even more important now that we take our chances. Because these teams that come up against us tend to take their one chance that they get in front of goal. So we have to take our chances now. There will be opportunities, big ones. We have to take them. We cannot be wasteful in this game because Norwich will also get chances to attack. Are we clinical? That's what we need to see. Front players, whoever it is in front of goal, has to be clinical. So it's going to be interesting to see. I've been very positive recently of the way we played and actually analysing the games, thinking we drain teams' style away. Where they play against us, they shell of a team at times because we're good like that. It might be slow and boring to us, but to the teams playing against us in the last 3 weeks, before that was different. We didn't really have much purpose with the possession, but now we've found a bit of purpose with it most of the game, trying to drain in these teams, and it's not. They've lost all hope by the time they get a chance. They're like, oh, it's the 85th minute and this game's gone. So this is the important side of it now, that we remain positive. We have to play the football we know we can play. We have to be on their necks, so to speak. We have to be on it. We have to bring that intensity. But also at times as well, that defensive shape, if we are pressing, after that press, we have to quickly get in a defensive shape to make sure there's no gaps. If we're pressing and the press is off, they'll exploit it. So the press has got to be key. The press has got to be on it if we're doing it. And if we don't do the press and we do sit deeper in this game, that defensive shape has to be solid. We have to get rid of any crosses that come in the box and do not let Borja Sainz get any sniff anywhere around goal because he is on hot form and he's probably one of the best wingers in the league. We've got some other dangerous players too, but he is the main man. He is very good. Don't give him space. Don't give him a chance. He's going to move around the back 4. He's going to move into the half spaces. He's going to drop deeper. We need to be on him. Do not give him a second to breathe. This is serious game now. We're serious time now. We've got to, this is going to be tougher than the others, in my opinion. And if it isn't, by the way, if it isn't a tough game and we come through it fairly easily, that's on us. We've done that previously. But it's going to be tough. There's going to be spaces there for them. We have to be disciplined. But yeah, I still think we'll win. All this negativity, it's not negativity, it's just a frustration with nothing we can do about, by the way, as well. Right now, we can't do anything about it. It's the way it is. Just annoyed by it. That's the captain, man. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. As usual, I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye-bye.